この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りいたします。
A lot of the emotions, I always feel like once it comes back as a mix, like in the raw vocal form, like all the nuances are just so raw and clear. And once it gets mixed, I love things getting mixed. I personally am one of those people who really want it to be mixed, like hard, full-on mixed, so that it sounds, studio quality. But I do notice that a lot of nuances I try to express does get a little, like, because the instrumental is like completely mixed balanced with my vocals and the vocals are not like super up front, it sometimes gets a little like put toward the back. I think this is the reason why like a lot of times whenever you go to like a concert or like a live performance, it's always different from the studio mix, because it's just it's different, right? I personally still like the mix though. Like if I could ask them like, oh, maybe put it more forward, but I don't want the vocals to be too forward either. Especially, and also really depends on what format you listen to the music from. Like I always listen I always do mix checks with my Sony headphones. That is like the standard in a lot of virtual Japan studios. But it really depends. Like if you for example, if your audio setup is not headphones but like speakers, then it will sound different. I'm personally super duper satisfied with how the mixes are for my originals. It's just that the raw emotion is, of course, is something that will be much more nicely portrayed in a more raw setting, which is obvious, of course it's like that. So yeah, I personally like how the mixes sound. Like if you prefer emotion, then I would say that I would recommend just listening to future live performances of said song. Every single song always sounds more emotional live. They always sound much more processed in the studio versions. Yeah. Obviously that's how it is. Plus, in general, it really bothers me when something is not like, when the pitch is not perfect sometimes. I'm one of those people who like, if I hear like even one note being like a little off, it just bothers me. It really bothers me. I know certain songs are much more natural than others. And I think that is also definitely another good aspect of how music can be so flexible. But personally for me, I am one of those people who just really I like everything to be like, it's just more comfortable in my ears to have everything like be, yes, pitches on point, pitches on point, pitches on point. But sometimes I do agree that like adding more emotion is definitely something that you will have to sacrifice a certain amount of pitch perfect, like perfect pitch moments. And it's really something that like you have to find a good balance for. I've recently been trying to find that, because being really concentrated on the music notes is definitely something that I've been trying to lean back on these past couple years. Before those couple years, I was just full on, oh, pitch. These past 2 years, I've been trying to concentrate a little bit more on not sacrificing pitch for emotion, but like finding a good balance. But I still do find pitch to be important, even if you can fix it. Like, I know that technology now, you can fix anything almost. It's amazing how much you can fix pitch if you really wanted to. Like, Melodyne is magic. You can fix almost anything. That's why I feel like it is, especially in recordings, I guess it is better to try to focus more on emotion. because pitch will be fixed pretty much almost anyway. But then it really bothers me. This is why I take so long recording like songs at home. Like I'm just so hooked on like, okay, I want this to sound good even before pitch fixing, but then I take forever, and then I finally sometimes I do a really good nice take that has good pitch, but then the emotion is kind of not there, and then I would have another take that has good emotion, but the pitch is not quite there. And then I would have a hard time choosing between one or the other. I would take like 20-30 minutes being like, should I sacrifice? Which one should I take? But obviously the correct choice would be to choose the one that has better emotion and less pitch, because the mixer will fix it for you. But that is definitely something that makes it that I take a long time recording stuff on. The one thing though about being so concentrated on pitch is that I can show people my raw vocals without being like, with no embarrassment at all. Being like, hey, you know, I worked hard on this. This sounds pretty okay without the mix, you know? And that's something that I feel like if I wasn't concentrating on pitch, I'd be a little bit more embarrassed to show. But yeah, like, you know, I am V-Singer. So I do have certain points when it comes to singing where I strive to do, but at the same time I'm just like, man, I'm probably not doing this like in a 効率いいって英語でなんて言うんだろう in a productive way. I feel like I tend to lean towards like a lot of specific points that's just really not efficient. Yeah, efficient. And I'm just like, I should really just try to become a more efficient person and be a more efficient singer. Yeah, it would probably be better if I spent less time on recording and just preserved my voice, instead of being like, oh, the pitch on that one thing was off. But I'm just weird like that. Like, I know that that's like a waste of time. I know it's a waste of time to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna record that same part 3 or 4 more times to get the pitch right. I know it's a waste of time, sorta. But it still bothers me. It still just bothers me, and I'm just like, if I have the time, I'll do it. But yeah, anyways, off topic.
Bye bye.